Hello everyone. So today we will continue with the basic concepts of differential equation and starting with the homogeneous differential equation and non-homogeneous differential equation. So we will see what is the meaning of homogeneous differential equation and non-homogeneous differential equation. So first of all, homogeneous differential equation. It involves only derivatives of y and right hand side of equation is always 0. That is, equation is set to 0. So for homogeneous differential equation, we have two conditions. That we have only the derivatives of y, like dy by dx, d square y by dx square. Okay. And right hand side of the equation is always 0. You can see that it is always 0. For example, x dy by dx plus 5y equal to 0. Then here we can see that we have only the derivatives of y and also the right hand side of the equation is 0. So this equation is homogeneous differential equation. Next example, d square y by dx square plus 8x plus 2y equal to 0. So again we can see that here we have only the derivatives of y and right hand side of the equation is again set to 0. So this equation is also homogeneous differential equation. So equations in which we have only the derivatives of y and right hand side is equal to 0, then such equations are called homogeneous differential equation. Now moving towards non-homogeneous differential equation. Non-homogeneous differential equation are same as homogeneous differential equation, except they can have terms involving only x and constant on the right hand side. So non-homogeneous differential equation are similar to homogeneous differential equation. That is, they will consist of only derivatives of y. Okay. But here, instead of 0, we will have some values in terms of x. Or you can also have the constants. But if 0 is not present, then such type of equations are called non-homogeneous differential equation. So here also there are two conditions, that is derivatives should be of y and right hand side of the equation should involve only x or constant terms. Okay. So for example, d raised to 4y by dx4 plus x d square y by dx square plus y square equal to 6x plus 3. Then you can see here that we have derivatives of y, but here we don't have 0, but we have the terms in the form of x. So such type of equations are called non-homogeneous differential equation. Again you can see here that d square y by dx square plus 2x dy by dx plus y equal to cos x. So again we have the, here we don't have 0, but we have the term involving x. So this is also non-homogeneous differential equation. So we can easily find that given equation is homogeneous differential equation or non-homogeneous differential equation. So now let us see some examples. So here we have to identify whether the given equation is homogeneous or non-homogeneous. Okay, then you can easily identify here. See, here we have 3d square y by dx square plus 7 dy by dx equal to 10x. So we can see here that we have the derivatives in the form of y. But right hand side of the equation is in the form of x. It means it is a non-homogeneous equation. But here in place of this 10x, if we have 0, then this equation will be homogeneous differential equation. But here it is a non-homogeneous differential equation. So next example, dy by dx plus ky equal to 0. So again we can see that we have the derivatives in the form of y. But the right hand side of the equation is 0. So this is a homogeneous differential equation. Okay. And in the next example again we have here it will be dy by dx. dy by dx whole square plus 5y whole raised to 1 by 3 equal to x. So again we have derivatives in the term of y, but right hand side of the equation is in the form of x. We don't have 0 here, otherwise it will be homogeneous differential equation. But as we have x term, it is a non-homogeneous differential equation. Okay. So now we will study about what is general solution in differential equation and what is particular solution in differential equation. So first of all, general solution, a solution of an nth order ordinary differential equation that contains n arbitrary constants is called general solution of differential equation. Okay. Any solution, if it contains n arbitrary constants, then such type of equation is called general solution. For example, y equal to x cube plus c. Or if we have y equal to x square plus c1 plus c2. That means it can have n arbitrary constants. So, if the solution has n arbitrary constants, c1, c2, c3 up to cn, then such equation is called general solution. For example, y equal to x cube plus c, as it is an arbitrary constant c, this equation is a general solution. Now, particular solution. A solution obtained from a general solution by giving particular values to one or more arbitrary constants is called particular solution of differential equation. But if you give one or more values to arbitrary constants, it means કે આ જે constant છે એને તમે કોઈ પણ values આપી દો. It means like this, c1 y1x plus c2 y2x. Constant is not alone, but here it is along with the value. So whenever the constant is along with the values, then such type of equation is called particular solution. But if the constant is alone, then it is a general solution. But if one or more values are assigned, these are the values. If one or more values are assigned to the constants, then that will be the particular solution of differential equation. We will study how to find differential equation for any given curve y. Okay. So example 1, find the differential equation corresponding to y equal to a e raised to 2x plus b e raised to minus 2x for different values of a and b. So here we have to find the differential equation for the corresponding given this equation y. So how we can find it? So first of all, what is given? Y equal to a e raised to 2x plus b e raised to minus 2x. So let us consider it as equation number 1. Okay. Now we will differentiate this equation with respect to x. So differentiating equation 1 with respect to x. So whenever you are asked to find differential equation, જ્યારે પણ differential equation find કરવાનું કીધું હોય, your first step is you have to differentiate the given equation with respect to x. It means you have to find dy by dx. So what will be the dy by dx here? It will be 2a e raised to 2x minus 2b e raised to minus 2x. So let us tell this equation as equation number 2. Now your next step will be you have to again differentiate this equation. So again differentiating, whenever you will again differentiate, what you will get? D square y by dx square, and that is equal to, here it will be 4a e raised to 2x plus 4b e raised to minus 2x. And if I take 4 common, then what I will get? A e raised to 2x plus b e raised to minus 2x. And this is the equation number 3. Now you can see that here you have a e raised to 2x plus b e raised to minus 2x. And that is nothing but y. This is what? This is y. Y is already given, a e raised to 2x plus b e raised to minus 2x. So you can write like this. D square y by dx square is equal to 4y. So this is nothing but the required differential equation. Whatever you get d square y by dx square, that is your required differential equation. So what you got? D square y by dx square, that is equal to 4y. So in this way you can find the differential equation for any given curve. So now example 2. Find the differential equation of the family of curves y equal to e raised to x, a cos x plus b sin x, where a and b are arbitrary constants. So again we have to find the differential equation. So first of all we will find dy by dx and then we will find d square y by dx square. So that will be our required differential equation. Okay. So differentiating this is y equal to e raised to x, a cos x plus b sin x, and that is our equation number 1. So differentiating equation 1 with respect to x, what we will get? Dy by dx, that is equal to, here we have to apply the multiplication rule of the differentiation. So what I will get? E raised to x into a cos x plus b sin x plus e raised to x. What will be the differentiation? Minus a sin x plus b cos x. So this is our equation number 2. So we got dy by dx. But you can see here, this is nothing but the given y. Okay, y is given e raised to x, a cos x plus b sin x. So here also we got that term. So here instead of this term I can write y. So what will be dy by dx? Dy by dx will be y plus e raised to x minus a sin x plus b cos x. So this is the final equation number 2 which we got. Okay. Now we will again differentiate it. So we will get d square y by dx square. So again differentiating, what we will get? D square y by dx square. Differentiation of y will be dy by dx. Again here we will apply multiplication rule. So we will get e raised to x minus a sin x plus b cos x plus e raised to x minus a cos x minus b sin x. Now you can see that here e raised to x minus a sin x plus b cos x, this term is there. So instead of this term I can write like this, dy by dx minus y. If I take this y this side, then it will be dy by dx minus y, and I will get the value of this equation. So instead of this term I can write dy by dx minus y. So it will be dy by dx. Dy by dx is already here. Plus, in place of this term what I will write? Dy by dx minus y. And what is this term? This term is nothing but the given y. But given y is positive, that is a cos x plus b sin x. But if we take minus sign common, then it will be minus y. Okay. આ જે છે એ આપણને પોઝિટિવ માં આપેલું છે, પણ આમાંથી જો હું નેગેટિવ સાઇન કોમન લઉં, then it will be equal to minus y. This term will be equal to minus y. So here I can write minus y. Okay. So now you can see that what you will get? 2 dy by dx minus 2y. So this is the final answer which you got, that is d square y by dx square. So this is the required differential equation. So in this way you can find the differential equation. Okay. First of all you have to find dy by dx, and then you have to substitute the values if you are getting, and then you have to again differentiate it, that is you have to find d square y by dx square, and once you get that, after substituting the values you will get the final required differential equation. Okay? So I hope you understood today's lecture. If you have any query, then you can ask me. So we will start with the ordinary differential equation in the next lecture. So thank you everyone.